Okay, next I'm going to show you their retouch actions, which I really, really love. Again, I haven't done anything to this picture yet. This is just straight out of camera, and the colors might be a little bit off. But I was going to show you this one with an older kid so you can actually see the changes. My baby I just did, he slept the whole time, so his eyes were closed. So you're not going to be able to see any of these on him. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. And again, the colors might be off because I'm using my phone to tape. So I'm going to open up their retouch, which I, again, love, love, love. And there's, these ones are your skin brushes. My daughter has some spots on her face I need to fix, but I'm not really going to use those right now. I'm going to show you what the eyes are like. So she has some dark circles under her eyes. I sometimes fix it on the newborn, sometimes I leave it. Just depends on, you know, how purple they are or whatever. I might tone them down. Generally, I leave them on the newborns unless they're really, you know, really strong. But hers are pretty purple. So there is a dark circle corrector. And you click on it and play it. Hit continue. Make your layer. Now this is where you're going to pick your color. So whatever color you want to paint over the circles. So I tend to stay kind of by the circles, but not on them. So we'll try this color and see how this works. And I'm just using a soft brush. You can kind of notice it. You can run it a few times. You can pick a new color. Her one eye is worse in this picture, so I'm just going to go ahead and merge these. And the other thing you can do, which I sometimes do, it works better for me sometimes, is you can use those soft purple reducer, soft red reducer like I did with that baby. So her circles are sort of purple, so I'm going to use the purple. And this is going to add like an orange tone almost to counterbalance the purple. So I think it looks a little orange, so I'll probably lower my opacity down to maybe like 40-ish. So you can see how it kind of brightens it up. She still has some work that needs done on those dark circles, but that's good for this purpose. So they have, this is your eye brushes, so they have just like a basic eye foundation, which kind of brightens the whole eye up, which I guess I will run and show you. She has some hair in her eye I need to fix, but so it just kind of brightens it and kind of sharpens it. Then you also have an enhanced brightness, which I'm not going to run on this because I don't like my eyes to look like too crazy photoshopped. I like, when I Photoshop, I like it to look natural, just kind of enhance what they have. So this is a darkened rim that they have on here. And I use it around their iris. So I'm going to take my brush down, maybe a tad bigger, and just right outside where we all have, you know, that coloring. I also use it on their pupils as well, just to kind of darken the pupils up, just to make them a little bit more, like, stand out a little bit more. Then they also have some things you can do with the catch lights, which catch lights are fine, so I'm not going to worry about that. But there's a soft sharpen, which you can kind of run over the whole eye, or just, you know, your iris and your pupil, which I just sort of run it over the whole eye. Then for your eye whites, you have a purify and brighten and minimize the redness. I typically do the purify and brighten, but I do it really low because I think sometimes people overdo it and then the eyes just look very fake. Kind of like one of my big pet peeves I have. So you just come in here and whiten it, just the white parts. And if you get it on anywhere, you can change it to a black brush and just erase it off. I got a little bit there. I also use this on the catch lights as well, just to kind of brighten up the catch lights. Just to kind of add a little bit more, I guess, life in the catch lights. I don't know, I just like how it looks. And that is kind of bright, so you can kind of see the difference. So I'm going to lower the opacity, because again, I think people sometimes overdo that and they look kind of crazy. So I think that looks okay. Merge that down. And then they also have your lashes, so you can darken and thicken. My daughter has pretty long eyelashes, so you can just kind of come in here and paint it on. I don't really go too crazy with this, but you can, you know, make your brush smaller to kind of come in. I just kind of go along. The other thing I'll kind of do with this set here, with the darken the rim, if they have eyeliner and stuff on, sometimes I'll run it around the iris and the pupil, and I'll kind of run it around the outside of their eye as well, just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. And then the brow, if you do rich in brow, this just kind of adds a little bit more color to it, which I'm probably going to take this off. But with like your adult and seniors and stuff, it can kind of add a little bit of color. So that is that. You also have like your lip makeover. She has a lot of spots I need to fix, and I'm probably not going to really use any of these on her. You have, you know, soft gloss, soft pink, which I guess we could try the pink and see what it looks like, because her lips are pretty red. So it just kind of adds a little bit of pink on there. And I'll show you. I guess it's not so bad. I'll probably lower the opacity down a little bit. You can also whiten your teeth, which I don't really do this a whole lot unless someone has something that I noticed, and then I'll brighten it up. But sometimes I use the eye whites because I'm already using it and kind of cheat a little bit. So I'll show you what this looks like. Get all her teeth in here. So that kind of whitens the teeth, which I'm going to kind of take that down just a little bit. And then I'll go back up here and show you your skin. So there's a soft and detail porcelain, again, like what I showed you. And I'll run this and show you what it looks like. Just kind of smooths out the skin. She has some spots I should probably clone out first, but I'll just show you what this action looks like. I'm just gonna make my brush bigger. Just come in here and just sort of paint it on. And I like to avoid, because some of their actions are pretty strong as far as the softening goes, so I try to avoid, you know, like the laugh lines here around the mouth. She's not very happy, so she doesn't have a whole lot going on. And obviously the eyebrows and your eyelashes and stuff like that. And with babies, I use this one, but I tend to try to avoid all those wrinkles and stuff, so that way you still have the detail. So I can show you what this one looks like. So not a huge difference, but you can see it just kind of smooths out her skin, makes it a little bit more porcelain-esque. And yeah, I really love these, and I use them all the time. So if they're, well, I guess I can show you those as well real quick. So there's also a hair makeover brush, and this is again the retouch action, so you can richen the hair, add some contrast, rim lighting, so that's going to add kind of like a light around their head. You can add highlights, silky shine. I do this one a lot, erase flyaways, especially with moms when they come with their babies, because you know, after we have a baby, we just don't really want to get ready and stuff. So this kind of blurs them out. A lot of times I'll use my smudge tool and clone stamp to kind of get rid of them. And on this white backdrop, it's still going to be pretty noticeable. So I would come back in here and clean it up a little bit better. But it just kind of blurs. Actually, here, we'll do this one so you can kind of see. It just kind of softens them and kind of blurs around the edge. If you shoot outside and stuff, then you know it kind of fades into the background. But on a white background, you can still see them. So I'd go in and touch them up. So that is the retouch action. Of course, there's more things in here, and if you buy it, you can see them all. But that's the retouch, and then the innocence is a lot of like different color tones and textures and stuff that you can put on there. But I think they're great, and I love them.